Ugh, not again. Sorry about that, it keeps getting frozen. So I guess I'll try to roll the rest of the intro. So, here you go. What's up guys, Jake here, and today we have an exciting box to open. This is my new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. So let's jump into it. Okay, so I have my unboxing knife here, so we'll just cut open the top and throw our knife off to the side. And so I picked this up on Amazon, and I got it was a starter kit because it was the same price and it was coming in less days off of Amazon. So inside we just have a thing that tells us everything inside. So this is technically from Wholesale Photo. And then inside of that we have the actual camera. Wow, this is a huge box. So we have the actual camera here. And then what else we get in here? We get this lithium ion rechargeable battery, so they give us a second battery, which is great. And so we can throw that off to a side. Then they also give us this little mini tripod, which seems actually pretty cool. A 64 gigabyte SanDisk Extreme Pro, which is pretty cool. And then we have this little, what is this? Just like you press it and then it blows air out. And then we also have a microfiber cloth. So now that we have all of this stuff out of the way, I'll throw the box over here. And so first I guess we'll open up this cool little tripod. Obviously not going to be the best quality, but I mean this camera was the exact same price, like the starter kit, as it would be just the camera. So this is a free little accessory you get with it, which is pretty cool. I think you have to break these in a little bit. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little tripod. And then I think this is just a battery. So yeah, it's just a lithium ion battery. And then I also ordered 2 of these as well, which are the same ones. They take a Canon LP6 battery, I believe it is. I'll check on that. I believe it's the Canon LP6 battery. And so I got this little dual charger from Rav Power off of Amazon as well. So I'll stick those batteries in. I heard the battery life on this camera isn't super great, which is why I got those extra batteries. And also, funny story, so this is actually not the first camera I ordered. I actually ordered a Zcam E2C, which was a good little cinema camera as well. Didn't have like a big screen on it, but it was a little box. I'll drop a link to it in the description. And I ordered it and it was on back order. It said it would take like 2 to 4 weeks to come in, but of course it did not. And so it said it was going to take another like 4 to 5 months to come in. So I decided to cancel the order, spend a little more, and pick up this camera right here. So I'm really excited for it. So let's hop into the unboxing. Okay, so I'll figure out somewhere to slice this. I guess I'll just do it on the top. So got that off. And so we'll just take off this plastic here. Throw the plastic off to the side. And so now we can open this up. First I need to figure it out. Okay, here we go. So it looks like we just lift this thing up here, and this is a nicely packaged box. So it comes with this lithium ion battery, which looks like the other one as well. Yeah, they all pretty much look the same. They're the LPE6 batteries, and I think they're originally made by Canon. Then inside here we have a welcome guide. So if we open that up, just tells you some getting started stuff. So you can download the instruction manual online. I believe it used to come with an SD card with the manual on it, but maybe not anymore. And then what's great about this camera as well is it comes with DaVinci Resolve 16 Studio Edition, which is like the paid version. So I have this little activation card key here, and Then I also it comes with this Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve SD card as well, which also has the software and manual on it. Cool. So this is a 16 gigabyte SD card. So that's pretty cool value right there. So this SD card is my guess is the 16 gigabyte is probably like $20. I'll throw it up on the screen right now, the exact price. And then I looked it up, and the DaVinci Resolve software is like $300. So that's actually a really good deal, the paid version that you're getting with this camera. And so next we have this D-tap plug, so that way you can run the camera off of continuous power, which is awesome. And then it comes with all these international adapters as well, so I'll take the US one since I am in the US. But if I do go traveling and I need another plug, they come with all four, which is really great. So then if we take this foam off, I like how they have the foam so that way nothing gets broken with the camera. But so here is the camera. So as you can see, it has that huge LCD display on the back, and then here's the lens. And I believe that's all that comes in the box. Let's check it out. Yep, alright, so that's everything that comes in the box. And so then I also, since this does have a USB-C port on it, I just went and ordered a Samsung T7 Touch portable SSD, and yes, the touch means that it does have the fingerprint scanner on it right here. So let's open that up right now. So I'll grab my unboxing knife. Okay, so this is the box for it. And so let's take it out. It has a software that you do use on macOS, Windows, or I think it says Android as well on the box here. Yeah, Android as well. And so this is a 1 terabyte model. It was on sale, and I figured I'd probably need this amount of storage because the storage on the camera, like the amount of space they take up, is pretty ridiculous now. So here's the SSD. I opted for the black version because I thought it looked really nice, especially with the with the LED on, which is looks cool. It has like the blue ring light around it, which I'll show you guys in a couple of minutes. And then let's check out what else we get in the box. So I guess you have to open it from the side for the rest of the accessories. So let's see. Okay, so then it comes with this little manual, tell you all about it. Don't think you're gonna need that though. And then it looks like it does come with 2 cables, which is awesome. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable here. Not super long, which is great since I'm gonna be putting it on this camera. So this little short cable. But what's nice is that it also comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable as well. And this drive does use USB-C on it here at the end. So yeah, so then we can plug this cable in here, and then I'll end up plugging it into the camera. So that's it for the SSD. And so the last thing that we will need to get this camera up and running is a lens. So I opted for this was on sale, which was great. It's a 45 to 150 millimeter, 4.0 to 5.6. And it has optical image stabilization in it as well, which is awesome. So this camera does have a micro 4/3 lens, and so that's what this is. So I'll be testing this out. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it because I don't know on my setup how it will look. But let's unbox this and put it on the camera. Okay, so inside we have this thing. I forget what this is called, but I think it's just a little add-on that you can put on, not essential. And then the lens comes wrapped in bubble wrap, and then a layer of plastic. This is a pretty nice lens. This is from Panasonic, And then inside we also have a manual as well. So we'll throw this off to the side. Okay, so now we can do the satisfying peel for the LCD. Okay, so I'll throw this off to the side. So overall, it's not super heavy, but it does have some heft to it. And it seems like it's made out of, like, I think it's plastic. And so, yeah, so it looks like we do have a 1/4 inch on top, or 3/8 inch on top, as well as on the bottom for a tripod. Then down here, something not as great, this is where the battery goes. I would prefer if it was on the side, but not a deal breaker. Then over here is where we have our SD card slot, as well as our CFast 2.0 slot as well. And then on the left over here, this is where it really gets exciting. We have a headphone, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, as well, 3.5 millimeter mic input on here, as well as headphones output with the 3.5 millimeter jack, a full-sized HDMI port, as well as a 12 volt, I believe it's D-tap in, and then we also have a USB-C port which I can plug my SSD into, and we also have a mini XLR port as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about those. So I think, oh, and then on the front here we have a bunch of different buttons. I'll display what they are on the screen right now, just so we don't have to go through all of them. Then on the top we have 3 function buttons. This is a fun little on-off button. It's like a slide left to right. Then we have a regular, like, still image button here, and then the record button up here, ISO, shutter, and white balance. And then on the front there also is a record button. I think that's for vlogging. I don't think I'll be vlogging with this camera because it does not have super great autofocus. So let's get the lens on now. So here's that micro 4/3 sensor. And then I will be taking this off the back. Alright, so I have that now all clicked in. So I'll take the lens cover off. There it is. Then we'll look at the bottom here to put in a battery. I believe this is the one that it came with. Okay, so now that we have that in, let's go to on. First time turning it on. So it's now asking me to select a language. So I'll do English. So this lens looks like it may be a little bit too far zoomed in, which does kind of stink. So I may have to get a different lens. Let's see, how do I get all the menus up here? All right, so now that we have all the menus up here, so it does have the Blackmagic RAW, which is awesome, and then a bunch of different compression rates. This can shoot in 4K DCI, so like actual 4K, which is really awesome. Then we also do have 2.4:1 scaled 4K as well. Then we have the Ultra HD, which is the regular 3840 by 2160. We have 2.8K anamorphic, 2.6K 16:9, and then also the 1080p HD. Then we also do have a ProRes version, but that unhighlights the 4K 2:4:1, 2.8 anamorphic, and 2.6K 16:9 as well. We can shoot in HQ, 422 LT, and proxy. My guess is I'll end up shooting in ProRes, and I'll probably shoot 4K DCI. Then we also have what dynamic range you want to shoot in, and the sensor area, so 4K, project frame rate, and off-speed frame rate for slow motion. You can also decide where you want to record, CFast, SD, or fullest card. We also do have the monitor tab, and so this is so when you plug in your your camera to it through the HDMI port. You can have it on HDMI or both, and you can tell it what you want to be displayed on there, which is awesome. Then we have for audio, there's two mics on the camera, left and right, and then you can choose where you want to record. So I'll be shooting on the XLR mic, and then I'll do a camera right as well, or camera mono as well, just so it'll be easier to sync up the audio. Then we have headphone volume, speaker volume, and XLR phantom power. Then under setup, that's just like setup stuff. So I'll do shutter speed. Presets you can do, and LUTs, I'll leave it on this one. So these are all of the menus for it. And so yeah, this is what the camera looks like. So it's like really zoomed in, so I think I got the wrong lens, unfortunately. And this lens, I believe, does not have autofocus. Okay, so I do have some bad news. Unfortunately, my SSD, which is really cool, it has the fingerprint scanner and actually works pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not on Blackmagic's supported device list. So the only way you can record with this is if you are shooting in 1080p HD, and I like to shoot in 4K. So that is not going to work with me. That also, you can only shoot that in Blackmagic RAW if you do want to record with this. So you have to actually go to the T5, which is an older generation of this that doesn't have a fingerprint scanner. So I'm pretty disappointed about that. I think that they should update it so that it does work with this. So hopefully they do in the future, because that's a huge downside, not being able to use this. Other than that, I do really like this. Unfortunately, my lens is also way too zoomed, which kind of stinks, but that's just how it is. So you guys can see the screen here, you can see that it is like a very, very much zoomed lens. Let's see if I can pull this in focus. So as you can see, yeah, it's a really zoomed in lens. It does have optical image stabilization, but I think I am going to return it and get a different one. I'm probably going to get maybe like a 15mm one, something like that. So this is my first camera, so that's why I wasn't exactly sure what to get on the lens. But yeah, so overall I'm really happy with this. So I'm gonna start recording with this camera soon. So I can actually switch over to this camera for a minute, so that way you guys can see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is. Not exactly in focus again. It is really zoomed. So I'll stick my hand back here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. And this may be very blurry because I cannot see the camera right now, maybe out of focus. But so this is what it looks like. So it looks more cinematic, and I really like that. So now I'll turn this around. So I'll show you guys what it looks like here on the desk. So one of the downsides of this camera is that the autofocus is not super great. But since I am in the studio most of the time, that is not a huge deal for me. Okay, so as you can see, now this is in focus. So this is what it looks like. So yeah, this is the camera that I will be using from now on. I would definitely say this is a worthwhile purchase, and this is probably the best bang for the buck camera because it does come with that $300 DaVinci Resolve Studio, as well as some extra batteries. The camera itself shoots ProRes and Blackmagic RAW, which is awesome. I can't wait to start editing with this. And it does have that micro four thirds sensor, which has a ton of lenses out there. I am still really disappointed about the SSD, but hopefully they'll bring support to this soon because I really thought this would be awesome. No one can access any of the files without my fingerprint, but unfortunately not. So yeah, so I definitely say this is the best bang for the buck camera that you can buy right now. This is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, 4K. I'll leave a link to that down in the description and the exact bundle that I did get as well. Make sure to click on that little join button down below so that way you guys do become a member of the channel and help support us. There are 4 different levels at 4 different price ranges, so make sure you press that if you want to get discounted merch, early access to live videos, exclusive videos, and early access to regular videos before I publish them to everyone else. We also just released some new merch at the techprofessor.shop, so make sure to go and check that out and use code HOLIDAY10 for 10% off your order. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at thetechprofjb, and head over to thetechprofessor.net, which is our forum, and sign up, and that way if you have any tech questions, the community and myself will answer them. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as the subscribe button, and that little bell notification icon right next to that. And I'm Jake, the Tech Professor, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.